like me anymore now that you've compared me to Bernard Manning.
We always like to reveal surprising unseen material on this show, so thank you for this.
I used to be a magician.
Genuinely, really?
Yeah, magic. I actually was a runner-up in Scottish Young Magician of the Year in 1998.
Well, I think we all remember the 1998 piece of Scottish Young Magician of the Year being a particularly hard-fought one.
Yes.
You know, I mean, that guy who won in '99, he had no idea how lucky he was to compete that year. Like, if only we had footage of this. And courtesy of your mother...
Oh, no.
Let us hear now, however, what Lord Sugar and your former colleagues had to say about you.
This particular task lends itself very closely to what Laura does for her day job. She's got a wedding dress business. She hardly sold anything.
Laura went and agreed, I presume, with Tom buying massive, great big paintings for the wall from James Jessup.
I felt that obviously my expertise and knowledge kind of took over and she took a bit of a back seat. When it comes to sales, she wasn't quite as strong.
I feel Laura did her best at this task, although I didn't think she really shone in it.
She does a lot of talking, but she doesn't do much delivering. And that's the reason why I fired Laura.
Now, what is your reaction to that?
You know, fair enough. All valid points in the sense of, you know, the sales suffered. Hands up. But I do disagree with it, similar to what I do in a day job. I definitely don't sell monstrosities like that. Well, I don't know.
What have you learned in general, though, from the...
What we did achieve in the task from, you know, day one to the day I was fired, you know, what we were doing in such tight timescales and under the levels of stress we were under, you know, I've always been a positive thinker, but really, truly now, I'm moving forward, you know, thinking, you know, whatever you put your mind to, you can really, you know, achieve and you can really, you know, get some great results.
As I said at the start of the show, we're at the halfway point as far as the number of candidates is concerned. 8 have gone and 8 remain. So we thought it was the ideal moment to assess those who are left and find out who you would like to see becoming Lord Sugar's business partner. These are the candidates ready to race, ladies and gentlemen. The positions they're in at the moment, by the way, relate to the number of tasks they have won so far. So the two that have won the most tasks are Stephen and Nick, and at the back here, who's Jade, who's only won 3. However, I'm going to get your opinion as to how this is going to work. I'm going to leave Adam for a second, because Adam is going on quite an interesting journey, I think, over the course of this show, and I want to see what people feel about that. Gabrielle, currently in about joint 4th at the moment. However, how far do you think she's going to go? Do you think, where would you pitch her? Back. Where do you think Gabrielle's going to go?
Forward. I think she's a good person, but I don't think she has the courage to leave bodies behind her along the way.
OK, fine. Well, I'm going to pitch her round about here, just as a marker. Quite well, here. OK, here. There. Is that happy? Happy with that? Happy with that? Listen, just a marker. God. Right. Jade. What do you think Jade's going to do? Better. Generally, we don't think Jade's going to do it. No. OK, well, we'll stick her where she was. Jenna, now. See, Jenna, good candidate, strong candidate.
I like Jenna.
OK, I'm going to pitch her around a bit here. Would that be right relative to... sorry.
Happy with me. I'm not happy with me.
Here? What are you going to find? All right. Nick.
I like it. Yeah.
Do we think Nick is a bit of a favourite? What do you think? No, Nick a favourite? A bit of a favourite?
It's that Justin Bieber haircut, that's all.
Well, for that alone, do we think probably among the front runners? Yes, yeah, okay, grand. Now, Ricky Martin. Now, this was, you know, at the very start of this, I would have pitched him all the way back here, right? Ricky Martin. But Ricky's good. I think he can talk, you know, comes to decisions.
He won't move forward, he won't move back. I think he'll stay where he is.
Really?
Yeah. He's in the middle, yeah. He jumps on everybody else's ideas.
Even to here?
No, back.
Okay, grand, fine. Right. Stephen! Well, we should have done this. We should have turned it to the mob from week one. Boo, no, tear him back at this, right? And Tom, couple of thoughts. Now, would I be safe to say Tom here just to add the tension, or would you even put him forward? Oh, really? Tom is the favourite of the room. What do you think? Do you think Tom's good?
When he answers a question, he
he
talks, he ends the sentence, and it then doesn't come back. Right? He's really good at that. And I think that's a benefit, because everybody else overtalks each other all the time.
I've left one person out, though. I have left one person out. He's my black sheep at the moment now. Because, frankly, as long as we keep him out of his comfort zones, he's always out of his comfort zones. Would I be saying that he is looking as if he could do very well in this? Yeah. Really? As well as Nick? No. Okay, there. Hello, right. Still interesting. Would I be right in saying those four are the ones who you think are standing out more than the others, right? Yeah. Okay, grand. Well, that's our prediction here. Sorry.
Don't you feel that Lord Sugar has a special place in his heart for Adam? That he identifies with Adam more than any other person in that group?
The market trader.
Yes, you can see it. How he talks to him, how he looks at him. It's a bromance.
Rather exaggerate for poor old Stephen, but that is roughly how the crowd thinks that's going to work out. That's how we think the ending is going to be. You heard it here first. Gabrielle was the winning project manager this week, but almost blew it when she basically missed an open goal.
Do you have any other questions for us?
No, I think that's it.
I'm really concerned about how that went, because they have missed vital questions. The most vital of all is, what's your budget?
Here you are going off finding a piece like this for 500 quid. Their budget was actually £10,000.
That's news to me, actually, to be honest.
News to you?
Yeah.
I've just witnessed a masterclass in how not to treat a corporate client. You invite them to an event. When they turn up, you ignore them. You don't introduce them to the rest of your team.
Do you want a glass of wine or anything?
Well, we were hoping for a gin and tonic.
I wish.
And forget to say goodbye when they are leaving.
Did they buy anything in the end?
No.
Zero.
Lawrence, you've acted as a curator for corporate clients in the past, have you?
Yes.
How astonishingly bad was this in the way they handled it?
Well, the budget question was the first, one of the basic questions you have to ask. Find out where they want to put, where they have places they want to put pieces. That's obvious, and they were the two obvious questions.
Yeah, it was shocking to me as I was watching that. I could barely not want to grab her and shake her to say, you have the artist in the gallery. Wait till the corporate client comes in and then have the artist do a work with the corporate client there and say, we can do a piece like this for your space, and have the client connect with the artist. It was a mindless, easy thing to do. But I think she was just focused on making everybody happy.
Were you shocked with him?
I just thought, especially when in the boardroom when she said she didn't ask that question on purpose, it was so obviously backpedaling. No, I really didn't want to know. I really didn't care about them at all. Even I knew that was quite a basic question.
The fact that Stephen then went, oh, well, that's news to us, as if this had been kept from him. So, don't tell Stephen all this.
Yeah, and he should have asked her to ask the question. That's the part that was also astonishing. They just all sort of stood there and just looked like, oh, okay, we got everything that we need. Nobody said about the money. Nobody mentioned the money.
Stephen is one for coming up with ideas, but like many great artists, he's often misunderstood.
Hey guys, how are you?
What I want to do is just talk to you very quickly about an idea I've had.
Okay.
What I was thinking is maybe Nathan does his live art out the back.
Nobody actually sees Nathan.
What do you think?
See you later, guys. Take care. Bye.
But didn't he said it was way, way out the box. It was way, way out the box and into another box called crap.
It's a real tricky one. Real tricky. I just think he was trying, but he really didn't know what he was doing. And he think that any idea that was sort of inventive, that echoes somebody else, must be nifty and neat. He was just clueless.
How offended would an artist be by that?
I think they'd be pretty offended. I mean, you might as well have them do it on the other side of town and
You
not
might
be
as well have
there.
them not do it at all, to be honest. If you're going
I think anybody would be offended, like, oh, you know, can I take you out to dinner, but I want you to be behind a wall. You know? It's not a compliment.
I know, so surely the people would go, hang on, are you sure you're not just, you know, photocopying, you know, just printing these off the internet? Like that's just a guy back going, downloading JPEGs and then put them in clip art and then go, oh, yeah, he did them. Oh, he did them back there, yeah. You can't see him, though. It's a tremendous secret, like, whatever. What have you thought of Stephen throughout the series?
To be truthful, I don't like Stephen. There's something about the way he holds his mouth when he starts to talk that puts me completely off. You can tell the half-truth is forming. You can see it coming, and I just don't trust him.
I think he's a wannabe.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think he has much to offer, and I can't see him getting anywhere near the final.
No, I think he's all mouth. I think he comes out with suggestions because he wants people to listen to him, but none of them have been good so far, so people are starting to shut down on him, I think.
OK, to the vote now. Lawrence, do you think Lord Sugar was right to fire Laura?
Yeah, I think on the balance of things, yes, he was.
Sarah?
I didn't think it was fair that Laura's team lost, but given that they did, I think he was right. Sorry, Flower.
Alvin?
I think you have an amazing ability to learn new information, but you underperformed on this, and you should have been fired.
Yeah.
OK, let's turn to the audience here. If you agree with Lord Sugar, hold up fired. If you disagree, hold up hired.
Oh.
Yes, that's fired, I'm afraid. Sorry about that. You had a bad day. People have a bad day.
Bad day at the office.
It is a bad day at the office, and that's unfortunate. It's a tight competition, this kind of stuff. Now, we wanted to give you a little something to remind you of your time here. This, you know, might not look like... Yeah, it is actually you. But we've gone via a number of different artists to create what we feel is the look that best represents... Don't put it up in the bride's changing room. It is a bad vibe to creating that. 8 wonderful weeks, Laura. Here are your highlights.
Right, let's go. So, what was I going to say? I've got the sales ability.
Please come and take this furniture off of me.
I've got the presentation skills. I've got the work ethic. I'm a go-getter. I'm a risk-taker.
Go!
And I've got the guts. Is there any way along the path we could say like a screen? Why has nobody thought of this sooner?
Great girl, love having her as a roommate.
Lovely, funny.
Give me a pound and it's yours.
Ladies and gentlemen, Laura Hogg. That's it for tonight. Thanks to all my guests. Laura will be on BBC Breakfast tomorrow morning, and if you want more laughs, go to our website at bbc.co.uk/apprentice for Matt Evanson's Funny Bits. Don't forget, we're also on Facebook and Twitter. Next week, the teams brand and promote English sparkling wine, but who will end up losing their fizz?
I know I might remind you of Sid James, but I didn't tell you to make a carry-on boozing movie.
Fill up those nasal passages.
Oh, maitre d'.
Sorry.
Where's my grandeur gone?
Great.
I'm choreographer, so I'm in charge of putting everyone, you know, in the place.
Well, Spielberg can rest easy, that's for sure.
Quality, quality, and quality.
Oh, that's horrible!
I don't know what you were thinking.
See you at the same time next week. Good night.